What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Sapremia entitled Autumn's Moon. This is released on Butchered Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of New Jersey, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, hard-working, old-school style of death metal. These guys are not newbies. They have been around the death metal underground scene for many, 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 many years. Preferably the first two demos that this band ever did, Subconscious Rot and Existence of Torture. Those two demos are definitely what solidified Supremia as a force to be reckoned with within the New Jersey death metal scene and within the death metal underground. Uh, Great stuff. Yeah, after those two demos, the band decided to take a break, a pretty long hiatus, and things didn't get back up and running until, I want to say, almost 2006. That's when they decided to come back and grace us with some brand new material. They came out with an EP called Hollow, which I thought was pretty awesome, and then they came out with the very first album, which, by the way, was my introduction to this band, With Winter Comes Despair. Just some incredible stuff. I mean, you want to talk about old school death metal? That album is a great representation of what old school death metal is all about. Great musicianship, awesome drumming, great bass work, awesome guitar playing, and some awesome vocals too. Great stuff. And since that time, they've been keeping active. They've been touring, playing shows, recording music, playing live. They are continually keeping active within the death metal underground scene. Now it's 2013, and we have their second full-length album entitled Autumn's Moon. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 39 minutes in length. And what they had from the first album, they refined things just a little bit, and we have a much more improved record. These guys definitely know how to play death metal properly and very much respectful to the roots that they've helped build. Um, I'm really digging the guitar playing on this album. I'm really enjoying the way the solos are executed, the way that the riffs are played, just those nice little hints of fast picking, great tremolo riffs. You hear a lot of that throughout the entire record. I mean, tracks like the opening track, Horrors Red in Sand, and Novias de Muerte. Just some incredible guitar playing to be heard on those particular tracks. I mean, this guitar playing is definitely something that takes you back to, like I mentioned earlier, stuff like older Incantation and older Suffocation. Just the way the guitar playing is, just how heavy some of the riffs are. It's just fantastic. The bass guitar is incredibly solid. It's the way that it's played, the volume of it. It's just great. It definitely is well suited for this style of death metal. It's crisp. It's not muddy. It doesn't try to outdo anything. The bass is there, and it definitely gives off great vibes, and definitely feels a little bit ominous in spots. But that's the effect that the bass guitar has, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. When it comes to the drums, and by the way, big special thank you to Ryan from Sapremia for mailing this out to me. I really appreciate it, dude. He's the reason I know of Sapremia, by the way, so I'm very fortunate to have had contact with the guy. The drum work on here is very hardworking. I really enjoy the way the drums are. Great blast beats, just great movement, great rhythms. Just the way the drums are on this entire record is just awesome. It definitely makes you want to pay attention and definitely feel and go along with the kind of speeds that are going on. It's definitely a mid-paced kind of record, but still, when the drums do go up in speed, they are really awesome. Just some great drum work to be heard all the way throughout. And the vocals are another thing that shined to me about this particular album. The vocals range from pretty much mid to low range kind of growls. You can definitely understand what the guy is saying, the way he delivers his lyrics. It's just amazing. And definitely the highs, the screams. I love when his voice begins to get a lot higher. It definitely has a lot of a variety going on here with the vocal styles. I think it's really cool. So overall, if you're a fan of old school death metal, if you're not aware of Sapremia's work, I definitely recommend you give this album a try. It is definitely something to enjoy. Their first album kicked ass, and this album just takes a little bit of what they had on the first album, just tweaked it and improved it a little bit, and we have this new Sapremia album. It's awesome. Definite recommendation. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say the opening track, Horrors Ridden Sand, Threads of Sanity, Novias de Muerte, and the closing track, Disrupting the Creation Chamber. Awesome stuff. I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Butchered Records web store where you can purchase this album, hear it for yourself, buy a copy. If you are aware of how to get a hold of the band, definitely get a copy from them if you want to help them out. I definitely recommend either way to get a hold of this album. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Autumn's Moon by Sapremia. This is released on Butchered Records. Definitely support these guys, and I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Very awesome old school death metal. Definitely support Sapremia. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.